Every memory hides a warning.
On her wedding morning, she finds bloody fingerprints. A missing woman. A truth buried deep.
What if the person you love most is the one you can't remember?
Some vows are meant to be broken.
Hi, I'm Elara, the author of The Memory Vow. This story follows a bride who finds bloody fingerprints on her veil. It's a psychological thriller filled with secrets, suppressed memories, and a truth that refuses to stay buried.
The book is out now on Amazon. Tap the link in the description to grab your copy and uncover the truth for yourself.
All right, today we are diving headfirst into the absolutely heart-pounding opening of the psychological thriller, The Memory Vow. We're going to follow the breadcrumbs of this terrifying mystery one clue at a time as a bride's perfect day completely unravels into a desperate fight for the truth.
So, this is the question at the heart of it all, the one facing our main character, Kate. It's her wedding day. She is literally about to marry the man of her dreams, but a series of just horrifying discoveries suggest her entire reality, well, it's just a carefully constructed illusion.
The story kicks off on what is supposed to be the absolute happiest day of Kate's life. But, as we're about to see, the very first crack in that perfect facade appears with a single, bloody omen.
We meet Kate in her bridal suite, and you can just feel the tension in the air. She's gripped by this panic she can't even explain, just this deep-down feeling that something is fundamentally, terribly wrong. Her bridesmaid Claire is trying to keep things light, but even her cheerfulness feels completely forced. The perfect day already feels more like a countdown to disaster. So Kate gets a moment alone, and when she opens her veil box, she finds these reddish-brown fingerprints, and she instantly recognizes the unique pattern. There's a small break in the print on the right index finger. They belong to her best friend, Emma, who everyone, including Kate, believes has been dead for 6 months.
And just seeing those prints unleashes this violent, fragmented memory of Emma's frantic warning from the very night she vanished. It just begs the impossible question: how can a dead woman's bloody fingerprints be on a brand new wedding veil?
Okay, so armed with this terrifying clue, Kate goes looking for answers in the one place at the entire estate that's dedicated to absolute, total honesty.
And this ritual is so key. See, Kate and her fiancé David were supposed to write down their deepest secrets, burn them, and mix the ashes into a unity candle. It's meant to be a symbol of complete transparency. But when Kate gets there, she finds the whole sacred site has been violently disturbed.
She finds the ashes of their secrets just thrown everywhere, like someone was frantically digging through them, searching for something. And in that mess, she spots a small footprint. And, hidden under the ceremonial basin, a single piece of paper that somehow miraculously survived the fire.
And here it is, the gut punch. The paper fragment has just 5 words, written in David's own handwriting. I know what really happened to Emma. This is the moment. The moment Kate knows for certain her fiancé hasn't just been hiding something, he's been lying about the single most traumatic event of her entire life.
So now Kate has what looks like a confession in her pocket, but she needs objective proof. And she finds it from the most unexpected source, in a revelation that just shatters everything she thought she knew. Kate tracks down Tom, the head of security, who, it turns out, is a very reluctant ally. He admits to her that David's whole story about Emma's disappearance just never added up for him, and so he's been quietly monitoring things on his own.
So Tom pulls up these photos from the wedding photographer, taken just 2 weeks ago during some venue prep. And there, in that so-called sacred garden alcove, is her fiancé David, secretly meeting with a mysterious woman.
And this is the undeniable, irrefutable proof. The woman in the photo, she's wearing Emma's unique jade bracelet. When they zoom in, they see it. Emma's crescent moon tattoo on her wrist. The timestamp confirms it. Emma isn't dead, she's alive, and she has been meeting secretly with David this whole time.
Then, Tom pulls the security footage from that night, and it completely rewrites the official story. It shows Kate was only at Emma's for 11 minutes before David showed up, but a neighbor reported hearing screams hours later. So you have to ask, who was in that apartment at midnight?
This brings us to the biggest question of all. Why? I mean, why stage a disappearance?
Why this elaborate, cruel deception? Well, the answer lies in a dark secret David has been absolutely desperate to bury.
This is when Kate's bridesmaid, Claire, finally confesses what she's discovered. David Thompson isn't his real name at all. He's Daniel Thorne, a man who legally erased his own identity 8 years ago to escape a criminal past.
And this is the motive. As Daniel Thorne, he worked for a company that covered up a toxic waste dump. That dump caused a cancer cluster that killed 3 children. Emma, who is an environmental activist, had found the documents linking him directly to the cover-up. Her disappearance was just a way to silence her.
And just as Kate is trying to process this horror, David's mother, Judy, appears. Her words are just dripping with sweetness, but the subtext is pure ice. She knows. She's part of the cover-up, and she's reminding Kate that she's about to be permanently silenced by joining their family.
And from here, it all just comes to a head. Kate is now effectively a prisoner at her own wedding, armed with the truth, while her manipulative, murderous fiancé starts getting impatient.
Back in the bridal cottage, Kate finds one last clue, and it's hidden in a secret compartment in the vanity. It's Emma's jade hairpin, a piece of jewelry she wore all the time, and its sharp tip is crusted with dried blood, confirming that real violence actually happened that night.
And then the final countdown begins. The wedding planner arrives with a summons. David is breaking tradition. He wants to see her, alone, right now. He knows something is off. He's making a move to regain control of the narrative, and of Kate.
Which leaves us with this absolutely terrifying final question. Kate has the proof. She knows the truth, but she's trapped, surrounded by his family and allies, and the man who orchestrated this whole nightmare is waiting for her. So, what happens next? Well, that's where the real story begins.